Anyway, we're going to move on now, and this is something that is very near and dear to your heart, is Dante Martin, the Dante Martin injury that happened on the Ring of Honor Supercard show, Supercard of Honor, on Friday while attempting to do a Canadian Destroyer spot with Penta off a ladder through a stack of tables.
All I can say is I've never met this young man. And whoever talked him into this, or if he had the idea to do it, he's an idiot. Why would you do something like that? Because if you're looking at it before it happens and you're saying, and I was saying, I would think twice about doing that. And when he landed and then he came down on his knee, he broke his lower leg, which is a bad, bad injury. He'll be out for 9 months at least. And now he's got to go to rehab and retrain and do this and do that. What I'm saying is AEW doing moves like that, why? Won't they? WWE at least had the right idea about this stuff. Tell the story. The fans will remember that maybe 30 seconds, but he will remember this for the rest of his life. Plus, it could have ruined his wrestling career, or it could have actually paralyzed him.
Yeah.
And in the worst possible scenario, has killed him. And they're going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this till somebody is really hurt. And then I don't know whoever the agent was over that who would even allow that to happen. I think it's a good idea. But I've heard the agents can't tell the talent what to do. The talent has more control than the agent over the course of the match or what's going into the match. So if they're doing that, why even have an agent? So I don't know. But little by little by little, they're doing these more dangerous spots. And that's what I liked about the WrestleMania card. You didn't see those crazy spots like that. The craziest spot done during WrestleMania is Logan Paul when he did dive off the turnbuckle, which was well done. And that's what I like about Logan Paul. He didn't mind losing. John Cena didn't either. And I thought both of them might go over because it's Hollywood, especially John Cena. And that's putting the business really ahead of yourself. But I can see why these guys now want to work for WWE and Hollywood, because I bet they made a ton of connections while they were out there. A ton. Because I think people would rather talk to Vince than call him on the phone. So while he was out in LA, I bet he was a very, very busy man.
Now, this has got to be a problem with the top, Tony Khan. And he's trying to be... Is he just trying to be too wrestler-friendly here? He's trying to say, hey, guys, you can finally be free and creative. But the problem is with being free and creative that a lot of wrestlers will try and kill themselves for attention.
Yeah, I think the inmates can't run the asylum. It's an old saying. And Tony cannot be friends with the talent. He can up to a point. But then again, they start controlling him, in a friendly way. And they can get their way. See, the thing with CM Punk, they wanted him to do that last thing with Moxley. And they got a letter, I think, the day before that said he doesn't like it and he's not going to do it. And they had to wait till that day, about 3:00 in the afternoon, to even see if CM Punk would show up, I heard. And then he showed up, and it's a big messed up deal. And then he put out something on Instagram that he takes down about a minute later. They got more stuff. Really, their story is not on camera. Their story was in the back. So they need to start making a damn... you ever seen Succession?
No, I've never seen Succession, no.
You need to see it. because it's the family trying to say who's going to take over when the old man leaves. He's 80 something. And it's really, really a good show. AMW is taking like all their drama happens back in the dressing room. And they got a, and I'm watching WWE and I'm watching WrestleMania and I'm watching the lights and I'm watching the music. I like the piano people when they brought that little, like 6 pianists out there and they play it. Then the other guy'd go, and he's the orchestra leader. To me, that was entertaining. But they can do that and it's accepted and it looks really high class. It does. If AEW did it, the conductor would be in like a dark light and you wouldn't see him. And it's just the way WWE does things. They do it and they have great lighting. Any photographer will tell you, if you want it to look good, you got to have light. Because if it's dark, you can't tell. But you can see the difference between WWE production and AEW production. And you can see the difference in philosophy, wrestling philosophy, by watching a WWE match and watching an AEW match. And I'm not knocking AEW. They still got to feel their way. They're really a new company. But Triple H gets it, and I think AEW, they haven't found that yet, and they're looking for it.